Hello there. I haven't made a video in a few days at least. So things are looking pretty good. A lot less crap in the middle of the floor. You know, still figuring things out. I really haven't been around for the last week, but I got a lot done in the last few days. I cleared everything off of here, started loading things up in totes, organized a little better, put some totes up there that were, able to be lifted for the most part. Got a crate up there. And I moved that transmission over there around. Still deciding what to do. I still got to get the bolts for these guys over here. But I just put a bunch of things for sale. I put this heater for sale because I don't think I need one so big. Now that I've figured out I had the raccoons mess up the soffit, and I just stuffed insulation and it made a huge difference. So I'll probably even fix it better by next year. But don't know where I left off with you, but I made this other shelf on the bottom here, and of course this guy, and still sorting things, but it's definitely fine-tuning now. I'm at the stage of fine-tuning, even though it looks like both these tables are loaded up. I got all this stuff here, and I start labeling them, different things for these little totes. I got these small little guy totes here, over here. I think they're 7-gallon. Put a bunch of oil filters that I found in here, things like that. Even if I don't use them, at least I know what's there. Like I put the part numbers on them. I got a box of fuel filters and breather filters and stuff like that. I'm going to throw out all this stuff over here in this bucket. I saved only some bolts and some hardware that I had. Still kept a lot, but I put it in this, have it in this tote now instead of a bucket. So it stores easier because buckets don't always store easy. I got the bag of Speedy Dry was ripped, and I got a bunch on the floor. So that's that. Been filling up these toolboxes every time I find more tools. And I put this tire machine for sale. I have a guy that's looking to pick it up tomorrow probably. I found another tire machine though, and it's one of those freestanding ones that stand up tall, and it's a little older, but it's not as old as this. It's from 2007. Has a little airline problem, but it's air and electric, which a lot of the new ones are, from what I understand. I can do, in the 20s with the rims, the size. Still just been putting electrical stuff and rubber hoses and stuff here. I just have an endless amount of, every time I went to the auto store, I bought like a foot of line, and I never did anything. So I'm still sorting this area out, but I think it's better I sell this guy, get that out of the way for now so I can organize. The same guy might actually buy the, tire machine as well as one of the motors, the Slant 6 motor I have, and then I have this Chevy 2.8 Camaro motor. I got the parts for the pressure washer, which I'll eventually get running, so I can pressure wash these floors. Maybe I'll paint the floors. What else? I haven't put anything pretty much in this cabinet here. This guy is going to have a bunch of stuff for the press. Not sure what I'm doing with that yet. Not sure about probably sell that one transmission there, if I can. Put a bunch of stuff for sale. Some of this is like bodywork stuff, but I haven't even gone through this, but it's not in my way because it's thrown here. I put a few extra things that I found on here as well. What else? Let's see. What happens if I go like that? Takes a picture? Or no, just gets brighter? Oh, right here. I think I can take a picture here. And then if I see, while I'm recording, I can say, okay, I'm going to upload this to Facebook Marketplace. Anyway, so the other thing I bought, because they're very expensive trying to make your own welding wire, and I bought a welding wire, and they listed it as 50 amps, but then I get it in the mail, and it's like, yeah, I didn't pay a lot for it, but this ain't no, you can't run 220 anything with this, maybe except for like the compressor, but it has the big plug, And I was like, hey, you ripped me off. You gave me a thing that's nowhere near right. And they're like, oh, we'll just give you, half your money back. And I said, fine, I'll just turn it into a regular extension cord, or maybe I can use it for one of the other welders that don't use as much juice. But I did buy this. It's used. It's like 31 feet because they usually sell it like by 20 feet or 50 feet or 25 and 50. The extra 6 feet I think going to make a difference. Well, holy cow, this thing is big. And I think it was worth every penny. It was like 130 bucks plus some. I think I had to pay shipping too, but that's a nice thing, and hopefully that makes it. Because I plan to put a plug over there, and then be able to run the wire here. Possibly, I can run a hard wire all the way in the attic and coming down and hanging down, so I can run on this TIG welder here, because that's what it's supposed to have. And even this wire on this TIG welder, to me, it looks like the other wire that I bought. I mean, if that's all it really needs, that's all it really needs. But I don't know. This doesn't look great. If they're trying to tell me it's 50 amps, how the hell is this 50 amps? How the hell can you run? I feel like I want to change the wire coming out of the machine. So, we shall see. Because I heard of people doing that. I don't know about this machine, but the amount of electricity you put into it has to make a difference. Granted, most people are probably not welding big things, so it's probably not a big deal. But, yeah, a lot of things are coming out pretty good. I changed some light bulbs. I'm not really happy with the daylight bulbs because they were like daylight deluxe, and they're almost like too bright, but they're opaque light. It's not really a solid light. And then I bought these. I changed the bulbs in all the I got 4 hi-hats here, and they're the adjustable light, so that helps. I got the 4 bulbs there, and then the one bulb that was a regular bulb that was the best bulb, like that guy right there. He's I got one over there, and then I have one more of, like, I put this guy here. It's one thing, the bright light. Put one there and one there, and I got one more, and I'm probably gonna put it here because you could tell it looks darker here. So I'm probably gonna hang it on this edge and plug it into the outlet I have for the thing up there, because if you can work on the back of the car over here, even though I guarantee it's tight, but it needs to be more light. And there was some light, but obviously the shelf now is kind of blocking it. So I can do, more than one thing. I can just move that light a little bit so it's not, kind of shining up the shelf. But you kind of need light on the shelf as well. It's nice to have some extra light so you can see what's up there. But I kind of know what's up there. They're just gas cans for now, at least. So once I figure all this out, it won't be so bad. I'm pretty happy. I can see my floor. Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you, I got this big ass, vise. I put my other one for sale. I got another one here. I don't know where I'll put it, but I gotta sell this guy over here. So I listed it, and it's beat up, but it's a good vise if you want to, beat things up on it, because I sure as hell did. I find a few things, like I put it back in the totes that I put up there. Might take 1 or 2 down and bring it on this side, because now that I'm looking, I'm like, wow, I really use the top of that pretty decently, and I can actually put another layer of them if I really wanted to. Because a lot of the stuff I'm not going to really, have crazy access to it right away. So I'll see, but I mean, it's still got to figure. I got my big shelf here that I told you I put on this whole contraption up here, and I still want to move it, but I got to get all this stuff cleared out before I do the fine tuning of stuff, And like I said, I'm having a hard time trying to figure out a way. This thing works so good under this attic stair, and this table going over it. I thought it was a great idea, and it is. It's just that I don't have a place for this balancer, and I want it to be in this position sort of, and on the back wall, because the back wall is really where everything sticks out the most, and in a certain sense that toolbox I put in is in, but it gives me more room to work at this table over here, which isn't so deep, this transmission teardown table that I made. So, it's as big as all the toolboxes here. Still waiting for my extra side box from Harbor Freight. It should have came in already. I just realized I'm away from the wall. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, and this is how my toolboxes always look. So that's why I got 2 of them, and then that one over there still. So there's still a bunch of little things that I'll find that I'll want to sell, perhaps. Maybe I'll want to make more shelving. Not 100% sure. I still got to put this cabinet somewhere. Got to put stuff on this this rolling cart, or else it doesn't pay for me to have it here, taking up room. I shall see. Got more room on this thing, and this whole middle shelf has got to be organized in some fashion. I shall see. So, like I said, I can see a lot more of the floor. Things are coming together. I think I'll have a better idea of what I do with a lot of the stuff on this table once I set up the new, tire machine, which I've already bought. Haha. So that's going to be a nice surprise. It's very, very fucking heavy. So, and I found the gear that I lost for that. It was on the floor over there where it used to be, so it fell off the table. And basically nothing was holding it, and that's why it kept falling off on me. But I think I see this, that little set screw. I don't know if it wasn't going in, or I didn't have put my reading glasses on. Yeah, it's like it doesn't have it has a hex in there. But it was probably just loose, and I was too lazy to put it back together. But it's funny because I can't even get the chain on, unless I thought it was going somewhere else. I was playing with it. That's another thing. But yeah, once I get everything cleaned up, then I can kind of work on the things that I have there and the things that I have there on either side of, whichever, drawers I'm going to put this in. I could shove stuff down under there, under both of them probably, if it comes down to it, that I, need to do that. I got this brand new winch that I haven't put on my truck, and it's been sitting here forever. Probably should do something with it. Maybe even kind of cool to do what I was talking about, and leave this guy alone over here, put the chain hoist in between here, and then just use that hoist for pulling a car in, like mount it to the wall of the table or the thing or something, or to the same general area. See what happens with that. And what else? What else can I do? Yawning. Yeah. It's been tiring getting, being here every day doing this stuff. It's very slow at this point. These are all my Oldsmobile diesel stuff, which I put a lot of stuff for sale in the Oldsmobile group, and I had a few hits like this bracket, the hose, but not many people want to pay the shipping on these big heavy parts, so it's probably going to go to the scrapper. But you tell people, I'm going to scrap it if you don't buy it. And it's like, I can understand giving a good deal, but it's like they want it for free. I'm like, so wait a minute, I got to hold it. I'm not even going to get the money for scrapping it, and you want to not even pay me that money? You just say, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to pick it up. People are weird. They really are when it comes down to it. The people, they must be pack rats, though, and they know if they paid for everything, they'd be broke. But they just want to take away things for nothing. And like, if you really care that much, like I'm saying, I'm going to junk these motors if I don't get somebody to pay me $150 a motor, And they're like, well, I'll give you $50 for it. I'll take it off your hand. I'm like, no. Why should I give you something that I know is really good, that I paid a lot more money for, when I can just scrap it and give it to the guy who, deserves the money? Then if I scrap it with him, he deserves the money. But, if you want to keep it alive, I get it. But give me the $150 that I ask. It's not a lot of money. Crazy people, especially when it comes to buying stuff. Anyway, I think this video has been long enough, and I think I gave you a pretty good update so far. And it's still not much, but eventually I think this is going to work really good for me. I'm gonna really try to be neat because it's been too long going that I'm like this, and I gotta start caring more about how I do things. So, and hopefully then I can start cranking out some work then, because I'll be in much better shape and get some of these things done and give some better content. All right. So thanks for watching, and wish me luck.